Hey everybody, we're back with another episode of Sled Tech. Today in the shop we have what might be the best kept secret in the Polaris lineup, the Voyager 146. We're going to go through all the details and the cool little features that make this sled work so well, whether you're towing a big load, carrying a passenger, or just out ripping the trail. So the Voyager 146. It's kind of a crossover sled, it's kind of a utility sled, it's kind of a recreation sled, but the reality is it does a lot of things really well. And it's got a lot of cool little features and little add-ons, plus some really awesome accessory integration that makes it work really well on all of those different things. When it comes to the Voyager 146, it's all about comfort and capability, but in this do-it-all, everything out on the snow fashion, right? You want to be able to tow some loads, maybe carry a passenger, go ride through the trails, ride through the woods, go check your trap lines, whatever it might be. And so everything we've put into the Voyager 146 and all those unique pieces is really designed around that do-it-all capability and comfort. So when we talk about capability with the Voyager, we got to start up front here with the front suspension. So the Voyager 146 comes with our 39 to 41 inch adjustable front suspension. So what that means is it's adjustable from 39 inches center to center to 41. So really a really awesome crossover suspension that's able to do a lot of things. If you're spending a lot of your time riding through the woods or tight trees or kind of doing some boondocking off trail, you can set it more narrowed up so that it's a little bit more agile, narrower side to side, just like an RMK, and a little bit more easy to maneuver. If you do a lot more trails or towing loads and you want more stability up front, you can widen it out to 41 inches for that more planted trail feel, a little closer to where an Indy or switchback is. And then of course you have the middle option as well. So the Voyager 146 has the gripper skis on it. This is the same set of skis that goes on all of our RMK sleds. Off-trail focus ski that still maintains good on-trail handling. Really helps when you're in a little bit deeper snow off-trail, riding through the woods or through the meadows, especially if you got a passenger or a load on the back. It helps keep the sled really stable and good flotation when you're in that deeper snow. Comes standard with our Polaris IFP shocks, so a very high quality, durable coil-over shock with an IFP design, so fully rebuildable. Really a good mix of comfort and then that capability to carry heavy loads. Last piece at the front is all of the Voyager 146s come standard with the front Century bumper, so more protection and just a beefier bumper than comes stock for when you're riding through the woods and you need to use it. So moving to the back of the sled, all of our Voyager 146s come with the IGX 146 rear suspension. It's the exact same suspension geometry and skid that we put into all of our switchbacks, so switchback assaults, XCs and SPs. And the 146 IGX is an uncoupled rear suspension, so it's uncoupled in the back, torsion spring in the rear, and it's got a tip-up rail in it. And so the back of the rail is actually tipped up slightly. And what this does is just makes it a really versatile rear suspension. That's why it goes in our crossover sleds and in the Voyager 146 as well. It's got a ton of flotation, right? 146, a little bit bigger footprint. That tip-up, though, helps maintain trail handling, because when it's on the hard packed trail, you've got less effective track on the ground, so a little bit tighter turning, just easier side to side agility and comfort on a packed trail. You get off trail and it's still got that flotation. The uncoupled design makes it a little bit lighter on the skis than something like a coupled suspension, so when you're riding this thing off trail, you got it in the woods or in some deeper snow, you need to make those side to side turns or just keep the front end light to keep from getting stuck. The 146 IGX is a great rear suspension. All of our Voyager 146s have the 1.6 inch Cobra track, so again, that versatile do-it-all spirit. The 1.6 Cobra is extremely versatile. Good on-trail handling, tracks really nicely, doesn't skate around like some taller lug tracks on the trail. However, you get it off trail, lots of flotation, a really nice hybrid paddle design with the Cobra track that does great both on and off the trail. So moving to the back of the sled, the Voyager's got a couple really cool standard features that come standard on all Voyager 146s that make it work really well and super versatile for work, play, whatever you want to do. The first is this integrated rack, and the rack and the bumper are actually one piece. We'll start with the rack. So it's a fully welded steel rack. It's got these kind of integrated points here for tie downs, easy to put a bungee strap in. And you can put 25 pounds worth of gear in this rear rack in the tunnel and strap it down. So super versatile if you want to throw some wood or a big bag or something like that in here. Throw it in here, strap it down. The other piece here is, like I mentioned, this integrated rear bumper. So the rack and the bumper are kind of one big piece. And all the Voyager 146s come standard with the flapper hitch. So a really robust bumper, standard hitch. It can actually haul 450 pounds worth of stuff as a towing capacity. When you think about hauling some wood, hauling some gear, going ice fishing, whatever it may be, 450 pounds in a sleigh behind the sled as a towing capacity gets you quite a bit of stuff and really lets you do whatever fun winter recreation you want to do. When you're done towing, simply unhook it there. The hitch just stays here and you can go ride right down the trail. So the other piece we talked about up front with the Voyager 146 is comfort. Whether you're ripping down the trail all day, riding through the woods, going through the backcountry, you're hauling a bunch of stuff, you got a passenger, you're towing your sleigh, whatever you're doing all day on your snowmobile, you want to be comfortable. That's really important. So the Matrix Voyager is built on our 15-inch wide Matrix trail crossover platform. So what that means is all of the bodywork, rider touch points, the cockpit, the handlebars, the seat, the tank, running boards, everything that you interact with when you ride is the exact same as a switchback. It's the same pieces. What that means is that you get a lot of the Matrix comfort and ergonomics and those trail crossover benefits that we talk about on the Indy and Switchback right into your Voyager. You're ripping down the trail, you got that nice narrow bodywork, easy to get your knee around and get your body into that perfect position to carve through the corner. When you're riding backcountry or you're doing some off-trail riding, you got the really narrow cockpit here where you stand, so you got a lot of agility, just like a Switchback, moving it side to side. Standard Matrix trail seat, plenty of comfort for all-day riding. Some of the other really cool parts, so the standard RCA plug, so plug your helmet cord in to keep your helmet shield nice and warm. Smart warmers, just like the rest of our Matrix trail crossover snowmobiles, so full control of your handlebar heat, right? Pick your temperature, they stay there all day. It's really awesome to ride with. 7S display available, which is really awesome if you're gonna be riding in a group with group ride, you're doing more off-trail riding, you wanna mark some waypoints that you wanna get to out in the woods, your favorite spots, all right there on the available 7S display. Last piece is this tall windshield. So the Voyager 146 comes standard with the taller windshield, keeping it nice and warm, more wind protection for those cold days when you're riding down the trail. So one of the most important things and a really cool thing about the Voyager is when you need to dial it in for whatever your specific day out on the snow looks like, we got the entire lineup of Matrix accessories that go right onto this sled. Some of the favorites, auxiliary lights, both punch and flood, right? More lighting when you're doing stuff at night, which is most of the time in the winter. Any of the Matrix windshields fit the Voyager, so like we said, it comes standard with the tall. If you want to go the big windshield, the Alaskan windshield, the hand gauntlets to keep your hands super warm when you're out riding on the cold days. We've got shown here one of my favorite setups and one of the really cool setups that comes as an accessory on the Voyager is the M2 passenger seat. This is the heated version here that we've got. And then the big 2-position bag. So this is kind of a soft-sided bag that's got some expandability to it when you can really pack your stuff in. And like we touched on earlier, it's all lock and ride flex, right? So you've got this bag here. If you want to take this bag off, throw a bunch of stuff in the back rack, you've still got your rack with your tie downs to do whatever you need to do this winter. So that's what we got for the Voyager today. Like I said, this might be the best kept secret in the entire Polaris lineup. Rip down the trails, float through the backcountry, adjustable front suspension, IGX rear suspension, all these Matrix comfort features, available 7S display, smart warmers, all these accessories, tow 450 pounds on the standard hitch, passenger seat to take a passenger with you. The best part is available in both the 650 and the ProStar S4 engines, so 2-stroke and 4-stroke options as well. Thanks for watching this episode of Sled Tech. We'll see you guys next time.